Speaking of sports.
That was good.
That's the best I can do.
It was good.
Andrew, speaking of sports, your Lemoyne Dolphin lacrosse team is playing for a championship.
Yeah, they have been very good for several years, but I think this is the first time in a while they've been there.
I think they're probably going to get walloped in the championship game, but they're in the game. They're in.
Who are they playing?
I have no idea.
I was going to say it was Syracuse.
It's a hefty
They're
challenge.
the D2 Syracuse.
No,
Yes.
right.
Okay, listen. I just want to go over this one story, and I know later in the hour Senator Joe Griffel's going to be in, and we will talk about some bills that are pending, and maybe some scary ones, and this decline bill, which a lot of people are talking about. How about a story out of, I believe this is in England, somewhere in England, and it shows you where, by the way, decline in England and France and places like that already against the law. They already have laws against it. Yeah, just so you know. In California, it does not. New York State would become the first. I believe Los Angeles and maybe San Francisco. There are city bans on decline. But you don't get too excited because you need to put it all in perspective. And this story will put it in perspective. A man in England was arrested and has been fined the equivalent of about $1,000 for eating what? Goldfish at a fair. So his friends won the goldfish. He was chugging a few beers, and I believe he swallowed, 4 or 5 goldfish. And he has been arrested for it, for being inhumane to animals. Are you kidding me? Now, I think it's gross, but I know comedy acts that will come in and somebody will swallow goldfish. It's been around for, and I mean, bigger fish swallow goldfish.
Yeah. I think it's Gallagher's main bit now. Or his main diet.
Some birds will come down and swoop up and take out a goldfish. They're saying here, listen to this, appearing in court when the judge was speaking with him, he said he met up with a group of friends, and one of them had won a goldfish. One of his mates suggested swallowing it. So the defendant said he would do it. He was handed the fish and swallowed it whole. He said he was drunk and really didn't feel it. He was then asked by the judge, was this appropriate? He said, well, no. He said it didn't cross his mind that the little fish would have suffered, and said he wouldn't have done it if he had been sober. The vet was one of the key witnesses. There was a veterinarian who was a key witness. He explained, the fish can be seen thrashing around in the video because it is distressed. The fish would have experienced trauma as well because it was outside the water during the time that the man had it in his hand and was doing the dare. So the distress of the fish, are we understanding that? The fish was in distress.
Well, it's in distress because it's out of water. If you take a fish out of water, it's going to...
Yeah, like a fish out of water.
Yeah, it's going to flop around and stuff.
This may have been a drunken game. This may have been a drunken game for Mr. Mackey, but the fish was a live animal that could suffer and feel pain. And what he did was an act of cruelty. I have no doubt in my mind that this poor goldfish suffered after being swallowed alive.
What we don't know, though, this fish could be thriving in this man's belly.
Nah.
It could be, right? The fish could have loved this.
He needs water.
Yeah.
He's drinking water and beer.
Yeah.
This fish
And
could
stomach
be down
acid.
there.
The fish immediately became inebriated. I mean, okay, I understand, but there's got to be, are we just pushing these things too far? If you go out and you're cruel to an animal, that is a terrible thing. But for God's sakes, are we going to apply those same standards to some prank, a college prank where a kid swallows a goldfish? Apparently in England, that is the case. So, hey, this is what we want in society. This is what we're getting.
Yeah.
It is unbelievably out of control. Christine, are you okay with this?
I'm just perplexed. I'm perplexed.
In what way?
Next, they're going to outlaw sushi.
I wonder if Christine agrees with us or not.
I don't think she does.
No, I'm not allowed to say whether or not I agree with you. I just think it's interesting given the fact that we're
You just should say it.
Yeah.
an omnivorous society. There might be some hypocrisy going on.
All right. Well, then we got to outlaw bears, too, because they eat fish all the time.
Right.
Well,
Jump right
and
out.
the argument, though, I mean, let's be honest, obviously you can't stop a bear from eating another wild
I don't know.
animal.
We might be able to do it. We might be able to call it inhumane.
Give him an appearance ticket.
This stuff doesn't end. It doesn't end here. You know, it won't end here. Trust me. Hey, this is where we're going. It is scaring the daylights out of me. I got a break. Coming up, Pat Bescher from the Mohawk Valley Water Authority. Seems like every year we have this conversation. It's low water levels in Hinckley, and we get complaints, and we get some people that are up in arms about it, many property owners. And then we bring in Pat Bescher, and he says this is all part of the system. This is how it all works. I imagine we're going to have a little groundhog event coming up here, a little deja vu. We'll see when we bring Pat Bescher in just a minute from the Mohawk Valley Water Authority next on WIBX.